Here at ABC 10, we stand for you, and that is why tonight we are launching a race and culture content team to consistently serve people who have been historically overlooked or underrepresented in the media.
Yeah, that's right, Chris, and that includes amplifying their voices through authentic representation, community engagement, and in-depth storytelling. In just a few moments, you'll hear directly from a diverse group of community leaders in the greater Sacramento region. But first, we're holding ourselves accountable. We're looking within to get insight from a few members of our ABC 10 team.
The Race and Culture team is a newly formed unit to ensure that we're serving the greater good of our diverse communities.
It's critical to tell stories and to amplify voices that have been silenced.
This is not excluding, but this is including, and that we're definitely focused on educational pieces as well as digging deeper into stories that often go overlooked and untold.
I'm so looking forward to the response from the community. We've already seen so many people reach out and see that their voices are being acknowledged.
Representation is important. Like, it says like, hey, you matter, we see you.
How boring would we be if we didn't have different viewpoints? That's how we grow. I think that's how we make sure that everybody is served. Differences can be beautiful. That's why we have harmony in music. Differences can bring us together, and differences can sound and look amazing.
I'll be honest, I think right now the nation is very racially charged, right? As it should be. George Floyd has died in broad daylight in a recording that we have played a million times. Let's not stop telling the stories because it's no longer the headline.
And tonight we are introducing a new member to the ABC 10 family.
ABC 10's Candice Redd is the Race and Culture team's lead reporter and content creator. She joins us live now explaining how the team is standing for you, Candice.
Chris, Bria, thank you so much. I am so proud to return home to California after working as a reporter in North Carolina and Mississippi. I am also honored and humbled to be able to work with dedicated journalists passionate about serving the greater good of our diverse communities. And in doing so, the Race and Culture team is getting answers from our communities and local nonprofit organizations about authentic representation and going beyond the headlines in our news coverage. Take a listen.
This mural behind me represents that rich cultural diversity within the Latino community here. Many of those people within that community do not see their stories being told. My name is Richard Falcon. I am part of United Latinos. We try to help to advocate for them so that we can tell their stories, whether it's food insecurity, getting jobs, keeping jobs, immigration, paperwork, and just the ability to be able to breathe.
There are so many misperceptions about the LGBTQIA+ community. The community is rich. It is full of a diverse set of individuals and folks whose stories need to be risen up. I'm Robin Rose Hamer, Director of Housing Services for the Sacramento LGBT Community Center. The center is an amazing place that has health programs, housing programs, and youth programs.
Native Americans, we receive a lot of media coverage in November. It's usually designated as Native American Heritage Month, and during the month of November, it's continuously reinforced how little is known about Native people. My name is Mary Tarango. I am the board chairwoman for the Sacramento Native American Health Center. The Health Center is committed to enhancing quality of life by providing a culturally competent, holistic, and patient-centered continuum of care.
We have a story of an Asian business owner. We have a story of an Asian hate crime. Again, it's all lumped in together, and it doesn't differentiate what group was involved. My name is Greg Jung. I'm with OCA. We became a pan-Asian organization. Advocates fighting for civil rights, economic equality, leadership development, all throughout the United States.
You have many communities out there that don't know about the African American community. And as we know, a lot of times the media doesn't portray us in a positive sense. Dr. Elizabeth Sherelle Davis, and I am the president of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women, Sacramento chapter. Our initiatives are health, education, and economic empowerment.
We're here to stay.
and you have to get to know the community and know the stories.
There's so much to really understand and be educated about.
The value that we've brought to this country and how we have helped build this country. Let's share those stories.
In ABC10's renewed commitment to diversity and inclusion, the Race and Culture team will be covering more stories that accurately reflect our diverse communities. And in doing so, just this month, the team has already shared several stories of our diverse communities, including International Asexuality Day, the beginning of Ramadan, as well as National Arab American Heritage Month. Now, the team is working on amplifying the voices of the Asian American Pacific Islanders community, especially during Asian American Pacific Islanders Heritage Month in May, and truly year-round.
Candice, girl, you have hit the ground running. You know, I was so touched by the fact that you allowed those folks to tell their stories. I really didn't know that some of those groups even existed in our community, and to hear from them, you allowing them to share their stories with us, very powerful stuff.
Chris, thank you. And one thing I would like to note specifically with the Race and Culture team is that this mission has been all under our brand of We Stand for You. And as you stated before, some of these organizations you probably didn't even know existed, but they're already doing the work. And we here at ABC10, we are just getting into more community engagement and sharing their stories because they are very, very powerful. Chris?
Well, Candice, all I can say is welcome home. We are looking forward to more of your reporting.